And we are getting started here with our second match of the day. We have Georgi Georgiev versus Sue Orr. Almost identical, but Sue gets the lag on that one. Georgi Georgiev is a World Nineball Tour ranked player. He is currently ranked 79 on a board of 128 plus, excuse me. His recent best finishes were the last 64 of both the 2023 and 2024 UK Open, as well as the 2023 European Open. Appreciate the props on the stream quality, Doug. Christian Youngers has worked very diligently to make sure all the cameras are up and ready, as well as the quality of the stream. Thank you all for being here today. We really appreciate the viewership. Have some very exciting matches throughout the day and throughout the weekend. Almost an unfortunate kiss, cue ball into the side. And also, unfortunately, a dry break here for Sue. Thank you, Eaton, for the update on the score for Blake and Francis's match. We are currently updating that on our end. Should be reflected on the quad view. Nice hit from Sue there. Gives a piece of the ball to Georgie, though.
All right, we're back. A couple of match updates. As we saw, I think James DeVee finished his match. 5-2, Blake over Francis. I believe we have resolved technical difficulties, so we should be getting up-to-date scores for the next round. No problem. So do stay tuned. That second stream is going to be updating after these round matches finish. This looks pretty decent. Nice shot from Georgie there.
If you are just tuning in, this is a race to 9 on the A side and a race to 7 on the B side. I believe in the final 16, it'll be a single elim race to 11, with the final being a race to 13.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that will be 2 days away. So for now, we have Sue trying to figure out best approach on this kick here. What are your thoughts?
She's looking, at this angle, she's looking for the 2-railer, I think. I think she might be intending to play the 1-railer, but needs to account for the new cloth a bit. This angle looks like she's probably playing at 2 cushions Try to hit the underside of the 1. Yeah, I just caught the 5. Unfortunately, so...
Fortunately for her, though, the 1 is nestled up to the 7 a little bit, and the 3 isn't exactly a great position for potting the ball.
Yeah, it looks pretty tight. I think he's looking at how to follow through on this ball with a bit of topspin and go off the cushion. I think he's going a bit towards the right long rail, or he's just playing the safety. Yeah. Wasn't quite there.
I think it was a good choice, though I'm not sure how successful. Okay, no, this should be fine.
I mean, based on where the 3 ball is with tying up to 4-8, he might actually be pursuing a 3 foul rule situation. I don't know. 1 to 2, 2 to 3. 3 kind of lays where if he puts the cue ball kind of in the middle of the table close to the 9, he can kind of send it around the cushions. Can also thin off the edge of the 3 and send the cue ball around 3 cushions behind 4-8. It's a lot of options, so I think we also just finished another match on a side table. I think Sam Henderson takes down his first one over Shane Dunkley. If you guys are tuning in, we got the second stream watching some of the side action, tables 4, 5, and 2. So check that out on the Ox Billiards YouTube channel. This is a tough one for Sue. She's going to go at this 3 rails. It comes short. And that 3rd cushion is the one that really goes long. That's 2 fouls for her. Like we said, this 3 ball, he's looking at where he wants to get his cue ball. Probably to play the 3rd foul because 4-8, pretty ripe to play in behind, and also not much to do with the 3, I think. I think we saw Georgie here playing with Peter the whole last few days. They came in a couple days to practice. I think both of them are from Bulgaria. So buddies of theirs, I'm sure, together and helping him out while he comes up to the Northwest. Haven't seen a lot of Georgie on the Nineball tour in the later stages, but we know he's a solid player. Obviously at 746, he's going to be pretty strong. And in this field, he's definitely one of the favorites. And the way he's played this, I think the 8 ball can get bumped out of the way, because the 3 shouldn't disturb the 4.
He might be able to clear this 3 around the 8, actually.
Yeah, he'd like it to go in between the rail and the 8. Yeah, if you guys do want to bump the image quality, 1080p 60 is what we're streaming at right now. Yeah, I see that. Can you confirm if they get the text for the scoring? Can you check if they get the text message for scoring?
Okay.
It looks like it'll be pretty good. Sue does have an opportunity to kick at the short rail here to at least make contact with the 3 and avoid the 3 foul rule. Just double checking to see if it is frozen to the rail.
Yeah, actually pretty important, because the obvious shot here is to kind of slow roll the cue ball right off of that rail. Yeah, you can see it definitely looks like it's frozen, so it's gonna have to hit this with a little bit more pace so she gets the cue ball to hit a rail. And if this rail hits,
Ball.
Oh, wow, nice shot. Double kiss. Escapes.
Very nice way to avoid the 3 foul.
Good escape there from Sue.
Going for the safety here again. I believe Sue will attempt to go 2 rails here, as I'm not sure this swerve will be the best option.
Swerve a bit too dicey, I think.
Yeah.
And the way this plays long, it's going to have to hit pretty close to this cushion up here. Come tight. Yeah, that's the shot right there.
And
Nicely
the
done.
8 and the 4 have both hit the rail, so successful shot. Are there any Canadian? Doug asked, any Canadian players in this? Yes, Stan Tarango will be playing, and Woody Nielsen,
I think we've got
Simon Pickering.
Stephen Follin. Oh, speaking of Simon, he just walked in.
Follin, no, he was on the list originally.
Oh, but he dropped out?
I believe so, yeah.
Wow.
I was looking forward to seeing him.
He was one of the players most excited to play these top pros. We're getting a little bit of a safety clinic here from Georgie. Not taking anything for granted. All right, looks like Will Pearson and Aman Sunar got started over on table 2. Blake Baker's one away from the hill, or might be on the hill. And Max Eberly going to be playing on table 5, so go check those out on the side. Second stream over on Ox Billiards YouTube. All right, so first real starter now for Georgie. As playing a lot of safeties, but now the rack opens up. It's got a pretty nice layout. It's gonna want to avoid being on the rail here.
Probably goes for a stop shot on the 5 here and leave position for the 6. Bit of a stun out. All right, a little bit of a draw stun back on this 7 to get, full draw.
Yeah, the tables are playing nice new cloth so they could really zip their cue ball. Georgie looking good. A little bit of a grind, but this 9-ball.
Solid break from Georgia here. Got a good starter on the 2.
Yeah, let's do that. Sure. Simon.
Really the toughest part of this rack, just this combination here. He's right in behind it nicely. 5-9 combo might also be causing an issue in this rack, because with the 9 just off the rails, not an automatic. Actually, really tough shot to hit that off of the 1 cushion.
Reminder for those watching on the Matchroom page, you can check the description for the bracket, as well as a list of all the players participating in this tournament.
Yeah, I think we have the bracket over on the Ox YouTube and Facebook pages if you want to check it out. It's in digital pool. World 9-Ball Tour ranking event, Seattle Open. Did nicely here though. Solves his problem by opening up the 5, and we're off to the races. 7-8 is going to be a little bit of distance, but should be okay. He's got just a slight angle to come 1 cushion up the right half of the table. He's looking pretty nice in this match. Interested to see how he's breaking in this tournament as well. As we just had Tyler break almost 100%. It was, I mean, did he miss a single one on the side? I'm not sure. Obviously, the players that are World 9-Ball Tour pros and the higher rated players that do play in other Matchroom events are going to be very used to playing on the 4-inch pockets. So that does make the break a little bit easier. Someone asking, yeah, Georgie is from Bulgaria. I don't think Digital Pool set him up with the right flag or not, but that's okay.
And someone is asking, is this Seattle Open the first of its kind? Yes, this is the inaugural World 9-Ball Tour stop in Seattle. Very happy to host here at Ox Billiards. We are playing on 8 9-foot Rasson tables with Andy Cloth.
Ooh, almost overcut it, but as a result, loses his cue ball there. I think he would have been fine if he had just potted it dead in the heart. So now let's see. The bank shot in the side. Gonna have to be the option, I think. Gonna be short.
opportunity here for Sue.
Yeah, so a little mistake on that 8-ball, overcutting it. Tables are pretty clearly slick and fast, so where you pocket the ball, especially with a little bit bigger pockets, starts to be really important. I think one of the big arts in pool that everybody likes is the fact that you can, cheat the pocket one way or the other and all this stuff. The art, though, meaning you got to be really precise still so you can achieve the position you want. Any little inch off to the right or left on any angle can make or break a rack. So big shot for Sue, and misses it, but doesn't leave an easy shot. You think he's taking this on?
I think he will, yeah. It's a bit steep of a cut, but I think it's the right choice to be a little aggressive here.
Yeah, nice cut. Takes that one down, 8-2. It looks like over on table 4, 0-0 on table 5. If you guys want to check out those streams, Ox Billiards YouTube, it has the side action. Yeah, nice solid break. Pushes the 2-up table.
Question in the chat, where can I see the bracket? If you go to digitalpool.com and you search WNT Seattle 9-ball Open, you should be able to find the full bracket there.
And I believe there is a link to the description also on the Ox Billiards Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch streams. Should be able to get a direct link there. Doug Who saying great clean overlay. Thank you so much. Oh, this is going to lay up.
Tried to slow roll it.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
I think it rolled off to the left just a bit at the end there. I was trying to catch just the point of the jaw. He was shooting it a bit thick, so knew that was an option, but that slow roll just got him at the end. Obviously, no table's perfect, and you gotta choose whether you want to trust the table, sometimes. But now Sue with a chance. And this is the last few inches I'm talking about. That ball probably should have halted somewhere around the height of the 6, maybe, but on the new cloth, especially Andy, it starts to roll that extra little bit at the end, and now she's got the shot into the middle pocket.
Rich asking in the chat, how far into the tournament bracket are we? We are currently in round 1. We have several round 1 matches scheduled through, looks like 2:30 p.m. There are 64 players and 8 tables available. This is going to be a 3-day tournament.
And it's a 2-stage style tournament, right? So the top 16 are on to qualification, and then we're going to redraw to play top 16 in a single elimination on the last day, I believe. Winner break format. So it should get things moving on quickly, especially if somebody gets on a run.
There are currently 12 World 9-Ball Tour players playing in this event, 7 of which are in the top 128. The remaining players are from various areas of the Pacific Northwest for the most part. Georgie giving up another opportunity here for Sue. I think as long as she gets good position from the 5 to the 6, she is capable of finishing off this rack and getting a point on the board.
Yeah, I should have skipped that. There's a little bit. I thought we were supposed to speak.
A little too much speed on that one. I think with a bit smoother stroke with that forward hit, wouldn't have had the pocket rattle. But now Georgie with another opportunity here. And he almost rattled that one as well. Players both getting used to the TV table, it seems. Fell a little straight on this one, but should be no problem getting over to the 9. And with that, the score will be 3-0. Georgie up over Sue currently. Question, what is the host venue for this tournament? This is Ox Billiards in Seattle, Washington. We are located in the heart of the Capitol Hill neighborhood. Very great venue here in Seattle. In addition to the 8 9-foot Rasson tables, we also have 4 snooker tables here and 1 Chinese 8-ball table. If you are unfamiliar with the Chinese 8-ball table, it is sort of a hybrid between a pool table and a snooker table. I believe the general admission is sold out tomorrow, but you are always welcome to watch on the streams, as we will be streaming all weekend. That 9 kiss rolling towards the side, going to barely miss there. Do you think he attacks this 9 with the 2?
Nineball. On the 2, it's a little bit risky, I'd say.
Maybe go for the pot in the top left corner.
Yeah,
and
really.
then get position around the 3 for the 3-9.
Right, yeah. I think that's the better choices. You're playing one shot outright. Don't play them both. But if you're playing the 2, just know you might run into the 9 in this case. Pretty low chance to scratch, but it's technically possible. Yeah, so there he's actually not playing the cannon at all. He's just playing to pot the 2. I think that's the right choice since the 6 does go. There's no clusters. These guys are good enough for running out that it's not really needed.
You don't want to get greedy?
Get a little greedy, yeah. It's a good shot there. All right, 2 cushions here. High left. You can really see the zip on the ball at the end of that. The second cushion is the one that really grabs it. Looking good. Playing on new cloths, so obviously they're going to be able to shoot a lot more shots kind of just with a solid stroke and nothing too chaotic, nothing too fast. Smooth operator. This is funny. He's going to have a couple of long distance positional shots. Going to be moving his cue ball a lot, but I think just needs to make sure he doesn't get straight on the 8, and they should be out. Speaking of getting straight, he's okay.
Yeah, he should be off. He should be good.
Watch out corner. Watch out corner.
Guess he didn't have enough angle to go up down, but
Yeah, I feel like he kind of stunned it a little bit. Maybe a little bit more topspin on the 7. You just don't want to hook it so much that you end up running into the 9 or you're not getting a good angle on the 8. But he's okay here. He can just screw this back and play for the top right corner if he doesn't want to deal with working his cue ball up table. He is trying it. Should be okay. It's not the thinnest of cuts, just has to be careful with the 2 cushion into the side. But the cue ball is the scary scratch here. Probably play with a high ball. Doesn't want to get too close to the low right corner. Yeah, that's nice. Any closer to that corner, you're getting closer to the side on the second, and yeah, there goes no good. So Georgie takes it down 4-0. Winner break. We'll be right back. Let's adjust the headset. All right, so Georgie with another successful break. He's taking the cut on for the 2. Nice shot, nudges the 9 up table, and now rack is wide open, I think, for the run out here. He's got to hit this line and careful with the side pocket. I think the line here is playing it 2 cushions and trying to run into the 3.5 diamond just short of the side. It's going to be tricky. He's got the line perfect, though. Yeah, good shot. Ooh, looking to play the window here, huh? 6-8 window.
if he does, you think he uses just the 1 rail or the 2 to get back? Probably just the 1 rail here.
Yeah, he's just have to control the speed. If he's feeling good, he's going to hit this window nice. But now he's opting to take the distance and kind of understroked it, kind of decelled on that shot. It felt like he's not there. It's like maybe a little bit of a swerve shot. He's thinking about it. What do you do here? I think it's just a jump shot, really. The 8 is only probably partially blocking, so the fact that he's got a partial
pretty
ball.
distant jump, though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the jump shot's a little bit easier when there's a little less of it to jump over. So I almost would jump this with a break cue, I feel like, believe it or not. And it's kind of one of those where you just want to land on the object ball, but I don't know. Tournament getting on. We've got 4 streamed tables, so if you guys want to check them out, check out Ox Billiards YouTube page for side action. Table 4, table 5. Brackets up on Digital Pool. Seattle Nineball Open. Yeah, he's taking this jump on.
Nice shot.
Nice shot, but no reward, unfortunately.
Well, he's got a look on the 6. Yeah, not ideal, but at least he is not stitched.
Yeah, he manages to get it. I think he must have cut this a bit to the left part of the pocket because definitely moves his cue ball around pretty far up table, so. Might just have the angle for the bank. Do you think it's on?
If he goes with a little bit of a swerve, I think so, yeah. Kind of looks like that's what he's gearing up to do here. All right, opportunity for Sue here to get on the board. Think of a bit of a top right follow here to get position on the right side of the 7. She doesn't feel comfortable with that. Looks like she's going to go to the other side. Okay, that fell pretty well. Jonas just arrived here at Ox Billiards. His match is set for, I believe, this afternoon. I can take a look here. Yes, his match is scheduled at 1 p.m. today. It'll be Jonas Sauto versus Miguel Ramirez. Unfortunate miss by Sue, allowing Georgie back at the table once again. Bring this match to a 5-0 score. Shout out again to all of our sponsors, Q-Tech, our primary sponsor here, along of course with the World Nineball Tour Match Room. Table fitters for all your pool table needs, including installation and repair. The club here at Ox Billiards is sponsored by Andy Cloth. They have supplied the cloth for all 8 of our 9-foot Rissons. Sandro Menzel with the on-site photography. And of course, Littman Lights, the best lights in the business. Thank you all again for joining us for this event. Very excited to have the World Nineball Tour here in Seattle, Washington. Cue ball got a little bit away due to a kiss there, but the 2 is set up pretty nice for Georgie going into rack 6. Don't think he'll slow roll this. There's a nice pace on that shot. Suspect he'll just be stop shotting this 3 into the side. Doesn't want to land perfectly straight on this 5, obviously. Giving yourself a little bit of an angle is better than none. Should be a fairly routine run out here for Georgie. All right, he'll probably just draw back for position on the 7 in the same pocket. I think he's going to take the 8 in the side here. Looks like that's what he was pointing to.
Nice little drag shot. Looking good. Underrated, those little kill shots. But they come up so often, I feel like.
And that is a break and run from Georgie.
So we got 3 other stream tables being live streamed over on Ox Billiards YouTube page. Looks like Simon Pickering just got started from Canada against Masahiro. Max Eberle's playing against Christian Zarate over on table 5. And Aman Sunar playing against William Pearson. So plenty of action to play. This man at the table, though, making sure he's going to punch his ticket in. Spank is on, but he's going off angle towards the 8 slightly. Might have to come around the cushions. Plays it with some running right hand side. Oh, it's going to come short. I think that was sort of an artifact trying to hold for the 4 there. A little bit more cut in the ball. He's going to be coming towards the 8, so kind of dicey. It might have still gone. It was pretty dicey.
Aman over on table 2 is actually a last-minute replacement. There was a player that dropped out, and he got the call to show up today. And so far, playing quite well.
Yeah, it's good exposure for a lot of these players here in the Northwest. You don't often get to see a lot of these pros up in the top left corner of the country, as we only have so many events. I know Don Weir Memorial is another big event. I think Shane won that recently over the end of summer. But
Corey Duell also showed up for that event.
yeah, there were a few other pros, I think, that were there. Obviously, Barbox, a different audience, you might say, than World Nineball Tour 9-foot table action rotation play. So there's a little bit for everyone, obviously. So Sue has a real chance here. Hardest shot is getting on this 6 ball. She does have the combination in the worst case. I think she might have been trying to play around the rails there, around the 8. Just caught the 5 ball too thick.
Where do you think Georgie plays for this 6?
Based on the angle, looks a little bit straight, so I think just probably plays the 6 in the same pocket, I would guess. Just wants to stay off this bottom rail. Although it's okay if he's dead straight in on the 6. Should be no problem. 7 to 8 might be a little bit tricky since it's so much distance. Yeah, he's trying to hold for it. And that last little roll is kind of what you get with that new cloth, right? It's one of the big differences. You sort of aim for a position. It's always going to go about 6 inches or so past where you might think. I think she's got to take the cross bank, probably. Or just safe outright. This is good. Although that roll is going to get her. No, the 9 is to the rescue, I think.
Yeah, the extra cue ball roll ended up saving her there.
No,
I think, well, he's definitely got a touch on it, but
his cameras are deceiving. I think you can see this all ball. He's going to be coming around the rails and coming in behind the 6 naturally, so. Does he take on the aggressive shot, though? I think he, with the score line, I think the way it is, he's going to take this on. Might think twice, though, if this is a later part of the tournament. Uh-oh, uh-oh. And that's why. So now combination is going to be on, but the 7's just sticking out a little bit farther than you'd like. So you might want to take this 6-ball rail first, maybe? I don't know.
you think it's possible the 6 can kiss off the 7 into the corner there? Or
Yeah,
that-
right. I think that yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like the sort of right into the cushion first and then off the 7. He went for the combination outright and just missed it.
Yeah.
So now Sue's got to take advantage now. Don't know if she's going to get much easier chances in this one. Not saying this one's easy by all means, but
Yeah, now is the time to strike.
it's kind of what Nineball becomes a lot about, is more so who can take advantage of the mistake better. And the most important part of the game oftentimes becomes sort of these, you call them easier runouts, just because those are the ones that are the most detrimental to miss. All right, got a shot on the 8-ball here, off the rail. This is looking good for Sue to get on the board here. Nicely done. 6-1.
No donut for Sue today.
No whitewash. No sweep. Gets on the board. 6-1.
All right, this score should be updated shortly, but Sue Orr is now on the board with 1. Cue ball is still spinning. Unfortunately, there's a dry break. Looks like Georgie pushed into a jump position. Hill Productions in the chat. Chris Reinhold and Tony Chohan were also at the Don Weir. Yes. Had several pros come through for that tournament up in Everett, Washington at the Golden Fleece. That particular tournament was played on 7-foot diamonds. Ended up being a pretty decent safety play there from Georgie. Not quite sure if Sue can swerve around the 3 just a bit to clip the 1. Looks like she is going for the kick instead. Only issue there is that the 5 is partially obscuring that path. It's a nice touch there for the opportunity that she had.
They'll deliver it right here.
Is it close by?
Chicken. Well, they'll deliver it.
I mean, we got to break till 5:30. What nearby?
Looks like he's just trying to hold the 1 behind the 9.
Plus, they have cool little shops and chop.
Oh, he's going for the cut.
It's a nice tourist night market. But if you're hungry, it's a quick.
All right, we'll do this for sure. I'll be here for 3 days.
Exactly.
All right, the slice is definitely on for this. Question in the chat, is SVB playing this event? No, Shane is not playing this event. The top-rated player here is Tyler Steyer, number 25 on the World Nineball Tour ranking list, followed by Jonas Sauto of Spain at rank 26. And Oscar Dominguez is also here, ranked 34.
Want to pay as you go or open?
Okay, Sue opted for a defense on this, but unfortunately it did leak out. Raymond in the chat, who has the highest beard, Fargo? That would be you, sir. Also glad to see you are participating in this event. I believe you have a match coming up fairly soon. Unfortunate leave there on Georgie's part. Looks like Raymond Linares has a match scheduled for 2:30 this afternoon versus local player Colin Sue. He was also part of the Evo Sports streaming team here in the Pacific Northwest. All right, so Georgie's trying to figure out best place for the cue ball here.
Back in the booth.
Do you think he sends this 2 towards the 8, or?
What about the combination being on, though? He might be able to make the 9 outright. It's going to be going close to the pocket.
Just sort of a sharp back cut on the 2?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think it's on? It's close. I mean, it looks like it might be lined up to the left half of the pocket, so might be coming at this 2 rails just to catch it on the underside to kind of back cut the 9.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what he was trying.
Nice opportunity with ball in hand for Sue now. That combination is now dialed in.
Yeah, I think it's almost dead, but it might just be lined up a bit off center. Yep, that was it. Didn't really need to go for it. I think he could have just brushed off the right edge of the 2 and sent the cue ball 2 or 3 rails in behind stuff, but I think he was a little bit worried about running the 9 too close to the left corner pocket, so.
Unfortunately, another dry break here for Sue.
As I was walking by, also I saw Max Eberly rifle in a dynamite bank shot on the 9 into the side pocket. So looks like he's getting well adjusted to the table. So he's someone to look out for in this one too. A pretty steep cut. Not sure if he can really hold for the 3. He might have to go, might risk it and run into the 4 ball with a bunch of left-hand side off of 2 cushions. Wants it to hit to hold the pace, and it's not going to get there, so loses his cue ball a bit on that. I think it's kind of a scratch shot both directions, or close to it, so do you think we see bank attempt? I'm always a little bit stuck on what to do in this situation. You can always try to lag the 3 up to the top rail, but it's so touchy, that shot, that the safety's almost not worth it. I think you just got to bank this into the upper left. No, he had the cut, so he could avoid the scratch. Nice shot.
Now I think he probably takes the bank on for the 4 into the top right corner. Unless it squeezes by the 6, which looks like there's enough room there. Maybe cheat the pocket there in the top left. Just going right by the 6.
Yeah, it looks close.
But I think he is kind of lining up that
He's looking at the bank, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just draw his cue ball straight back. Might just play underneath the 5 into the same pocket. Watch out, cue ball, though. Watch out, cue ball.
A
Yep.
little too much zest on that draw.
You saw where he pointed his finger. That's where he was trying to get there. And another chance for Sue. Obviously, she isn't a big underdog in this match, but she's getting some free looks at the table here. So, as Georgie, you never want to give him a single breath. You'd like the scoreline from Tyler earlier when you kind of just cruise in every rack. But seems like a couple mistakes from Georgie here. Expect him to clean it up as the tournament goes on, obviously. Oh no, it's a tough one. Brutal miss there for Sue.
I think that's one of those instances where you're focused a little too much on the position as opposed to potting the ball.
Yeah, it's tough trying to get nice and perfect, so unlucky. I think fortunate for her, she hasn't left much other than a bank. So we have to rifle this in 2 rails. No, it's gone wide. And another shot. Back at the table. Yeah, ball in hand miss. A rare one. But you're happy if you're Sue here to get back.
Ball in hand missed shot, $589, so she owes $589.
Oh, is that right? Is that the rule? That's the league rule, right? You guys play with?
Yeah, in the APA we have a fun little pot where if you get ball in hand and you miss your shot, you have to put dollars equal to your skill level in a jar.
Nice.
And at the end of the session, we just throw a little party to celebrate how many errors we made.
Yeah, gotta love league play. So Georgie's got a bit of a tricky shot. It's gonna be getting close to the left side pocket. Did nice to screw back a little bit, draw back, I mean. Sorry, I'm in snooker world still. Snooker. Any angle on the 7 I think is good here. As long as you're staying close to the center of the table.
Two rails for the 8 in the corner.
This is going to get away from him a little bit. Yeah, just a bit too much at the end there, but
That extra little roll.
yeah, fortunate he got on the other side, on the short side, so if you ask him, I'm sure he'll take it. And this looks pretty good. Nice recovery there from Georgie. Getting nice and straight on this 9 ball. And Andy Cloth, I think in general, is known for being the cloth that's more commonly put on the really humid parts of the country, as it does play a lot more quick. It seems like cloth like Simonis can get really gummed up, but Andy does really good in sort of the more humid conditions. And look at the 9 ball.
Golden break.
Dang. Well, so golden break puts him on the hill. Let's take a look again. Catches the top side, I think, with the cue ball. Is that right? No, yeah, he hits the 8 and then manages to knock the cue ball. So, well, first golden break of the tournament. And pretty good time. It is rack your own, but obviously if you think a player might have an issue with how they rack, you can always ask the referee to come over. But that's a pretty clear-cut matchroom style golden break, as you might see. Usually it's the cue ball running into the 9 directly off of the pack, and either one of them will go into the side or corners. But look again, almost got it once again off the 8. Pushing the 9 up to that left corner. Sounds good, Javier. I see you in the chat. It is 9 on the spot for this tournament. Folks are asking to see it. This is a matchroom ranking event, regional event, so we are playing by matchroom rules in terms of World 9-Ball Tour, break box. I guess I should say World 9-Ball Tour for everything, really. Break box, 9 on the spot. Players are really trying to cut the 1 in the side off the break. Did well there not to mess with his cue balls. He already had automatic position for the 3. He would have liked to make both balls, though, since he's nice on the 3 here. Now he's got to play a little bit more of a fun shape shot. The side pocket's going to come into play.
Yeah, the 2 almost got too deep on the shelf there, but it seems like he can clip a little bit of it to get back to a similar position on this 3.
Yeah. Yeah, we're breaking from the break box. I believe the outline of the break box is from the spot to the 1 diamond away from corner pockets. You draw a line, I believe. That's kind of the where the line comes from. Yeah, nice rail first. Needs a little bit more spin to grab, so it's going to be steep on this 3, but yeah, if you imagine drawing a line directly to this diamond where that intersects the cushion, or the head string there, that's where they draw the line on the break box. So definitely a smaller area to play from, but the players sort of have figured out the break, and you can see it if you go to a lot of Matchroom World Nineball Tour streams. They explain the break pretty well. They're trying to kind of hit the break, hit the 1 at the head of the rack about half ball, push the 1 towards the side pocket, and maybe make the wing ball at the same time. So he's going to try to push the 3 to the left. Look at this cut. Wow. Unfortunate not to get a line there on the 4. Just looking at the bank shot, maybe?
I think the bank is on, and it does appear that the 5 goes by the 9 on the bottom left corner.
Yeah, for Georgie, you really want to get out here. He's had a few too many mistakes probably for his standard or his liking. So he's been able to take advantage of a few of them. But if he can get out here, get this one in the books quickly, it's gonna kind of be able to close this match off in his mind. Maybe put him more at ease.
That was executed to pretty much perfection there.
Yeah, nice bank shot. I don't know Georgie very well also. Obviously, each player has different demeanors at the table and how they attack the rack, so got another match almost ready to get done here. Aman Sunar is 4-8 up against William Pearson. You can check that out on table 2 on the Ox Billiards YouTube channel. Georgie's going to lose his cue ball a bit again. It's still cuttable. It's just not really the shot you want to take on, sort of, as your key ball.
I think he plays this with a little bit of inside right.
I almost like playing this dead top, or a little bit of outside, actually, just to come up and down the middle of the table, just to avoid any sort of corner pockets. Just the tiniest bit of left so that it doesn't even flirt. Yeah, he kind of hit it. He actually hit more of like a center ball low shot. And that's the idea, is kind of come up and down table just to avoid any risk of scratching, any risk of getting weird. That 9-ball takes it down 9-2. Georgie advances. I do believe we have a new stream match coming up in a bit, so stay tuned, folks.